Hello everyone, welcome back to Advanced Shorthand, and we are down to our last video. Okay, so before we move on, please have with you your modules and also the notebook that you've been using in our previous lessons kung saan ninyo sinulat yung inyong mga strokes and also your ball pen para nang sa ganon makapagsulat kayo as well dun sa mga sinusulat ko. Okay, so first up, according to your module, sa inyong module, ang sabi dyan, we're going to transcribe words ending ship, transcribe word beginnings im and m, we're going to transcribe word beginning trans, and we're going to transcribe new set of brief forms, transcribe words ending li and lastly, we're going to transcribe word beginning sub. Okay, so let's move on. Wala nang anong tawag doon? Papetics. Wala nang papetics pa. Diretso na tayo para matapos. Okay? So first, we have the words that ends with ship. Paano ba transcribe yung words ending ship? So, sabi dyan sa inyong module, the word ending ship as in leadership is represented by a disjoint SH or ISH and is written close to the last symbol in the root word. Okay, so ganun. SH, yung ating symbol for SH. Yung symbol ng ship, however, it's a disjoint. Okay, ganyan. So, for example, let's try leadership. We have LEDR and then yung inyong ship. Okay? Next, ownership. So, we have own, ner, and then ship. Friendship. We have FREND and then yung inyong ship. And then, authorship. We have OTHR for author and then yung ating ship. Next, membership. We have MEMBR and yung ating ship. Next, relationship. So we have relation and then yung ating ship. Parang S naman yun. Ship. Next, relationships. We have relation and then ships. Okay? Ships. Next, we have fellowship. So we have fellow, bakit ang pangit? FELO and then ship. Masyadong mahaba. Ship. Next, we have steamship. So we have STEM and then yung inyong ship. Okay? So yan yung ating mga words that has the sound ship. And ganyan siya i-stroke. Okay, I know na medyo mabilis ako sa pagsusulat ngayon. Pero ayan, babagalan natin sa mga susunod. Pero kapag may mga hindi kayo na nasundan na mga stroke, please go back and then try again hanggang sa makuha ninyo ng tama. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. Next, we have the im and m words. So, the sound of im and m, according to your module, as in important and empire, are represented by the M symbol. Okay, so, M, kung maalala ninyo, the same siya ng technique dun sa mga in. Diba, dun sa in and n, yun. N symbol yun. Ngayon, dahil sa im naman to, magiging M symbol naman siya. So, let's try. Let's have import. So, import is M-P-O-T. Port, diba? Port is P-O-T. Pangit. Bakit ayaw? It's hanging. Ayaw. Ayaw talaga. What happened? So, ayan. Ulitin natin. So, first we have import. M-P-O-T. Import. Next, imports. So, we have M-P-O-T-S. Imports. Next, impress. We have M-P-R-E-S. Masyadong mahaba. Why is it not working? Next, impressed. M-P-R-E-S-D. Impressed. T, it's a T, impressed. Next, we have impressive. Oh, bakit naulit sila? Ulit na ulit na ulit. Saglit. Wrong ito. Okay, so ayan. So, sabi dyan, import is... Okay, so first we have import. Baliktad. Bakit ayaw? Ano nangyari dito? So, yan. Try ulit natin. M-P-O-T, import. Next imports, we have M-P-O-T-S, imports. S. Impress, we have M-P-R-E-S, impress. Next, impressed. M-P-R-E-S-T, impressed. Next, we have impressive. So we write this as it as M-P-R-E-S-V. Okay. Next, improve. Improve. We have M-P-R-O-V. Improve. Ay, mali. Okay. Ano ba yan? So, we have improve. M-P-R-O. Ganun pala siya. Okay? So, that's improve. Naulit na naman yung improve dito. And then, we have improvement. M-P-R-O-V, ment. Okay? Next, impact. We have M-P-A-K-T, impact. Next, impartial. So we have M-P-A-R, and then yung ating shall, which is represented by your SH stroke. Okay? So yan yung mga emo words natin. Now let's move on to our M words. So, take note na si im and m have the same stroke, okay? So, ayan, try natin. Si m. Okay, so we have empire. Empire is stroked as M-P-I-R. Empire. Next, employ. M-P-L-O-O-E. O-N-E. Employ. Next, employed. M-P-L-O-E-D. Employed. Next, employment. M-P-L-O-E-M-N stroke. Next, employees. M-P-L-O-E-S. Employees. Next, employee. Employee. So we have employ, M-P-L-U-E, and then yung ating another E. So employee. Next, employees. We have M, and then yung ating P-L-O-E-E-S. Employees. Ay, pero sa kabila pala. Okay. So we have employ. Yan. Employees. Next, embarrass. Embarrass. So we have M, and then ba, and then ras, embarrass. Next, empathetically. So we have yung M, and then yung ating fa, fat. Ical, li. So empathetically. Okay? So, those are our M words. Pero, meron na naman tayong tinatawag dito na exemption to the rule. And that is, kapag ka yung word ay doble ang M. Okay? Sabi, im and M are written in full when followed by a vowel. Okay, so im and M are written by full or in full if it's followed by a vowel. Tulad nitong immodest. Kung bakit, syempre kapag ka M lang kasi ang nilagay mo at hindi mo siya nilagyan ng E sa simula, magiging modest yon, and you will not be able to transcribe it correctly. Okay? Kaya kailangan kapag ka yung sumunod sa M dun sa im word natin is vowel, kailangan mong ilagay yung E. So, for example, yung ating immodest, so we have E, modest. So, ganyan siya dapat i-stroke. Next, emotional. Emotional. Kasi nga, O ulit yung sumunod dun sa letter M. Okay? So, this is im and M. Ito yung mga words natin which have the sound of M and im. Now, let's move on to our next one, which is the trans. Trans naman ngayon. Okay, word beginning trans. So, how do we stroke the trans sound? So, sabi sa inyong module, the word beginning trans as in transfer is represented by a disjoint T. The disjoint T is written in the middle of the writing line and close to the first symbol in the second outline. Okay, so when you say sa gitna, nasan ba ang gitna? Dine. Yan. And then, yan yung trans. So, ang susunod is yung fer. So, F-E-R. Dapat magkalapit lang sila. Okay? So, next, T, transferred. F-R-D. Transact. So, we have trans and then act. Next, transaction, trans, action. Next, transacted. We have trans and then acted. Acted. Translation. We have trans and then lation. Next, we have transmit. Trans. Masyadong mahaba. Okay, transmit. M-E-T. Transmit. Next, transmission. So, we have transmission. Transmission. Ay, wala pala siyang wala pala siyang E. So, transmission. Ganyan lang. Next, transacted. Transacted. So, we have trans and then acted. Parang naulit to. Hindi. Transacted. Yan, naulit. Naulit siya dun sa kabila. Next, translation. Ay, naulit na naman. Bakit? Anyari? Check ko muna, ha? Okay. So, check muna natin. Anong nangyari? Transacted, translate. Okay. So, naulit talaga siya. Sa ating book, we have transport. Ayusin muna natin. Please stay with me. Transport. Transportation. Transcribe, and then transcribe, transistor. We have transistor. Transistor. Okay, so ito yun. Ito yung mali natin. Ay, mali ko pala. Control C. Lipat ko muna sa kabila. Okay. Pakiantay lang po. Huwag po kayong aalis. Okay, so this is the last part na mali. Ano ba yun? Okay, so disregard na lang natin yung nasa taas. Okay? Paka-disregard na lang po yung nasa taas. Yung transacted na yan. Ayusin nga natin bakit anyari. Ayaw pa din. Ay, okay. Sige, ganyan na lang. Okay, so we have transport. So, paano itra-transcribe si transport? We have trans, and then yung ating put. P-O-T. Transport. Next, transportation. Transportation. Transcribe. We have trans, and then cribe. K-R-I-B. Habaan ng konti yung B. Transcribe. Okay. Next, transistor. So, we have transistor. Okay, so those are our sample examples for words with trans sound. Now, let's move on to the next one. So, the next one is words, brief form words. Next is the brief form words. Ating mga brief form words. Okay? So, important and importance have the same stroke, and that is M and P. M, P. Significance and significant have the same stroke, which is sig, nif. Okay? Next, we have speak, which is represented by S and P. Speak. Next, idea. We have A, D, E. Idea. Next, memorandum. We have memo. M, M, O. Memo. Equivalent. So, we have equiv. Yung ating Q. Yung ating W dash. Okay? Hindi pala siya dapat nakadikit. Pero, I don't know. Oops. Ulitin na lang natin. Okay, so we have E, K, E, V for equivalent, and then yung ating dash for W. Next, world. World is represented by W and O. World. Next, electric is represented by E, L. Electric. Okay, so now let's move on to our brief form derivatives. Ating brief form derivatives. Okay. So first we have significantly. Significantly. Okay, so significantly, we have our significant na S, E, G, N, E, F, and then yung ating li. Just add li. Next, speaks. So we have S, P, S. Speaks. Speakers. We have S, P, R, S. Speakers. Next, ideas. So we have idea, and then, oops, baliktad. Ano to? So we have idea. Erase muna natin yan. Mali pala. So, ideas. Okay, so bumaliktad yung idea para nang sa ganon, mas madali mong isusulat yung letter S. Okay? Next, worldwide. So we have world, and then next is wide. Okay? Next, electrical. Electrical, we have elect, and then al. Electric, and then al. Electrical. Next, electronics. So we have electric, and then nix, electronics, or electronic. Tanggalin mo na lang yung S kung electronic. Pagka electronics, may S. Okay? Kasi yung hirap mag-erase eh. Next time ulit. Next word, we have electronically. So we have electronically. So electronically. Next, electricity. So we have electric, and then CT. Okay, so those are our brief form derivatives and brief form words. So save muna natin. Brief form 17. Okay, so now let's move on. Kung may mga hindi kayo nakuha dun sa ating strokes, please go back and try again. So next we have our ily. Okay, so our ily sounds. So I-L-Y. Ang explanation dyan sa ating ang tawag dito, sa ating module, the word ending I-L-Y, as in readily, is represented by a Lie circle which is flattened into a loop. So it's flattened. So flat. Okay, so ayan, meron na naman tayong kailangang tignan kapag ka nag-i-stroke. Kung mga circles, kailangang circle kung circle. And then, kasi may para ma-distinguish mo yung I-L-Y. Okay, so let's try. Flattened. The I-L-Y is a circle, a small circle that is flattened into a loop. So, yung readily natin, we have R-E-D, ganyan. Or, pangit, ayusin ko. We have R-E-D, yan, ganyan. So, it's flat. That's the I-L-Y, and this is E. Next is steadily. So, we have stead, and then yung inyong li, steadily. Next, family. So, we have fam, and then yung ating li. Family. Families. We have fam, baliktad. Erase ko rin yun. Nag-erase na din naman ako. Okay? So, we have family. Family. Next, families. Fam. Ano ba yun? Families. Okay? Next, easily. So, we have easily. Temporarily. So, we have temporarily. Okay, so those are our words, example words for ILY. Okay, so now let's move on to our next one. So, hindi siya masyadong mahirap. Ang kailangan lang, make sure na kapag ka-ILY yan, make it flat as possible, as possibly as you can. Oh, make it as flat as you can. Okay? Para nang sa ganon, ma-distinguish mo kung ILY ba yan or LY or E. Okay? Next. And last. Graduate na tayo sa advanced shorthand. Okay, next and last we have our way. Sub pala, hindi way. Ayan, nagbakasyon na, nauna na yung utak ko na nagbakasyon. So we have the sub words. So first, we have the subway. And sabi dyan, the word beginning sub as in subway is written with the left S or the right S symbol, depending on the symbol that follows. Okay, so S pa rin, si sub, it's represented by S. So, yung subway is S and then W and then A. Subway, submit. We have sub and then meet. Subsequent. So we have sub and then sequent. K. K represents quent. Okay, kaya ganyan yung stroke. Next, subscribe. So we have subscribe. Ay, baliktad. Sa kabila pala siya. Okay, ayusin natin. So, we have subscribe. Ganyan. Next, subscribes. Subscribes. Subscription. Subscription. Okay, so we have subscription. Okay, subdivide. So we have sub and then div and then yung ating id. Subdivide. ID. Okay, next, D yan ha. Next, subdivision. So we have sub, div, shon. Next, we have substance. Substance. Next, substantial. So we have substantial, which is represented by your ISH stroke. Next, suburb. So we have suburb. Okay, kasi wala tayong serb. Meron bang serb na na word sa English? Wala. So suburb yan. Next, suburban. Suburban. Okay, so that's the last part. That ends our advanced shorthand. Many thanks to everyone who has been diligently following through everything that is being discussed, that is being written here in our lessons. Thank you very much, and I hope you were able to enhance, advance your skills in shorthand writing. Ayan, so next is your exams. So I will not be I'm not going to discuss yung ating activity kasi parehas lang naman yon. What I want you to do is after nung paggawa ninyo ng inyong last na activity, ninyo yung inyong book. Parang i-scan ninyo ulit, mag-refresh kayo para in preparation sa ating exam. Okay? So, ayan, goodbye everyone. Thank you very much and God bless.